New bathroom. What's happening? I just got back from Austin. I went to South by Southwest to support my friend in a movie that premiered there. So I just got back from that. And on the bus ride, because you got to take the bus from Houston to Austin and Austin to Houston, because that airport ain't big enough for the two of us. But on the bus ride, I realized that seeing nature and just having a chance to like really sit and just take it all in, let me know, like, man, I'm really getting in my documentarian bag, y'all. I'm really getting in my documentarian bag. I gotta lean into it a little bit more. I definitely been a little lax on it because I took it somewhere and I ended up realizing that I don't have like a strap that I can put it around my body so that I don't have to hold it. So having to hold it everywhere is like taking away sometimes from being present, you know? And I think that's the thing that I always kind of grapple with is sometimes in order to capture the moment, you have to step out of the moment. So, you know, you have to step out of whatever's going on to kind of have to freeze this moment in time, if you will. And I realized that that's still kind of tough for me at times to balance because I would have taken it. Okay, so the one place that I did try and take it, I tried to take it to the rodeo, and the guy told me that I couldn't record. But then I saw like at least 8 other people with like cameras and lights, and I'm like, but you said I couldn't bring my old school camcorder like that is handheld, you know, like I don't need no lights, but you said that I couldn't bring it in. So, you know, it is what it is. But that kind of caused me to be a little more cautious about where I take my camera, because if I am not able to bring it in, then what do I do? You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, it's handheld. It's got a strap on the side that you put your hand through so that it's close to the camcorder. But that's it. Like I need to invest in like a strap or something so that I could just crossbody that bad boy. So when I feel it, just, whoa, that looked crazy. But you know what I'm saying? My little camera situation. But yeah, I'm down here in Texas visiting my brother. And yeah, I just really am in this space where I really want to document things. And I'm understanding more and more where I got it from. I got it from my dad. My dad is a huge documentarian. And I know I don't talk about my family often. But yeah, my dad is all about history, all about documentation, and making sure that memories are frozen in time that we can go back and revisit. And you know, he'll school you on who is in these pictures or who we're related to or what's the history of the neighborhood that he grew up in, you know. And that's starting to rub off on me. And I think that's also because I went, while I was down there in Austin for South by Southwest, I saw a documentary and it was so inspiring. Like, wow, this is what goes into this stuff? Like, oh, this is crazy. Man, this is super dope. So, I definitely am looking for more opportunities to express and share all of the things that I've been documenting. And I love the carelessness I have with just recording and then figuring out where I'm going to put it, what's going to be the use of it. You know, not worried about how people are going to receive it and things like that. And I think just in general, that's where I am. And it's interesting because I did have a situation, I had a situation, was that last week? And I think the video that I put out touched on it prior to it happening. So when it happened, I was like, dang, I be knowing, boy. I be tapped in. And the reception that I got on a certain video on TikTok blew my mind, because I'm like, dang, y'all are really tripping off of something that I said that really has nothing to do with anybody but me. And it's like, when you think about social media, that's what it is. Like, it is like the peanut gallery. Like, you have an opportunity to give an opinion on something that doesn't concern you at all. Like, it doesn't concern you at all. And now you super pressed, and now you, because it's social media, you're going to get negative, and you're going to try and downplay somebody or talk bad about them. And it's like, what are you talking about? Like, bruh, this was not directed at you at all. Like, you actually wouldn't ever get my attention, respectfully, you know? But, you know, people feel entitled, and that's such an interesting feeling. Entitlement is so weird. I still have my gripes with it. Of course, I feel like the only time entitlement shows up for me, and it doesn't really show up for me as much anymore because I'm an adult, but with your parents, it's like, you know, your parents got some fruit or some chips, and you want to grab something out of their stuffs, and you don't ask. Sometimes you just be like, yeah, let me get a couple of these chips. That's the only time that I feel like it really shines through. Every other scenario, I'm asking, hey, can I get some? Hey, can I get some of this? Can I get some of that? You know? But I just think it's so interesting, like, to have this sense of entitlement with people that you don't know. Like, respectfully, y'all don't know me. General you know? My supporters, my people, I definitely let y'all in a little bit more. You know, there's levels to it, but I think I let my supporters in more than maybe a lot of celebrities. But I just like to show a little bit more. I like to be authentic and not feel like I have to put on this mask or this front and be all polished and perfect. And that's part of the reason why I love this experience. I don't want to call it a series because I think that makes it a whole thing, but I just like having a place to share what it is that I'm feeling without worrying about the judgment that I may or may not receive on what it is that I'm talking about. And like I said, seeing the comments and seeing it resonate with people definitely is touching. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for all of you who watch, who like, who comment, who share, who send it to somebody. I really do appreciate it because, you know, you don't have to watch this. You don't have to engage in this at all. So I don't take that for granted. I don't take that lightly. Your support is truly, truly, truly appreciated. But yeah, I'm this year I've set a goal. I'm gonna be traveling more this year, and I've already kind of started. This is like the first. This is the beginning of the snowball. So the snowball is probably about this big right now, but I'm sure it's gonna get bigger as the year goes on because I plan to be gone. I plan to just be really out here living life and experiencing, and I just want you guys to get used to not seeing me in one bathroom anymore. Like, you know my bathroom. This is obviously not my bathroom, but more of this. There's going to be more of this as I travel, bringing you guys with me, documenting what I'm experiencing at that time, what I'm going through, and yeah, just sharing the journey. It's the journey. It's a beautiful place to be in. I'm just super grateful. I'm super appreciative of life. I think everybody gets to a point where they realize how precious time on earth is. There's somebody that I know who is dealing with some loss, and she just posted on her Instagram story and just shared how like difficult it's been. Like this is the closest that she's ever been to loss, and I understand it. I'm like, dang, bro, like I feel you on that, and it's so wild that when you lose somebody, that is the thing that really ignites your gratitude and appreciation for the life that you have, and then you just want to go out and like really lean in and experience any and everything that you can. And it sucks that you have to get to that point, you know, of losing somebody in order to really, on the other side, be super appreciative of the breath in your lungs and your ability to have all of your limbs working and going out and traveling and seeing the world. And it's like, man, like, is there a way to experience, to get to that mentality without having that type of experience? And unfortunately, I think the answer is no. I think you have to lose something in order to know what you had. And that is so insane. That concept is, that concept will whoop some tail. It'll whoop some tail. And just seeing her speak about it, because she's always super like up and telling jokes and just quirky and living her life. So to see her not be that, it's like, man. And again, to just be able to resonate with it, to be like, bro, I know this feeling, like it really freaking sucks, you know, to have somebody who had been in your life for so long and then they're not there anymore. And like how you shift and adjust to that, how you carry on. And I always say, it doesn't get easier, it just gets less hard. Because it's always going to be difficult. You know, you could be walking down the street, smiling, and you see something that reminds you of somebody, and all of a sudden you crying. That's just what it is, and that's grief. I saw somebody they put it so beautifully about grief. They were like, grief is just love with no place to go. And I think it might have been Andrew Garfield who said that. And I just thought that was so well thought out. Just one of the best ways to put it into words, how to articulate that, because that's such a hard thing to articulate and express thoroughly. And it's like, man, that is the truth. That is the truth. So to all of you out there who are watching, who feel stagnant, who feel like, man, I don't know what I'm doing with my life, I just feel blah about it. You have to find things that really light a fire in you, and try your best not to wait until you lose somebody to understand what you actually have. Yeah, get on it. Just go live, y'all. Go live, go have a good time. There's not that much, like, how quickly it just goes by. Like, I'm about to be 29 this year. I'm literally 1 year from 30. And it happened so fast. It happened so quick. So quick. And it does. So knowing that, live. Take all the risks you can, especially in your 20s. Take all the risks you can. Safely. Let's not go crazy there, okay? Safely take risks. Because that's going to push you into who you are meant to be. I feel like this was just a quick little check-in. I really do love y'all. As always, you know what it is. Peace and love, baby.